Ever felt that prickle on your neck? That feeling you're being watched? What if it wasn't just paranoia? What if the shadows around you held secrets older than time itself? Welcome to a world where myth is reality, where immortality comes with a price, and where your neighbors might not be who they seem. Imagine a city, Hofta seemingly normal, but it's a melting pot for creatures of the night. Werewolves like me, we live up in the forests of Velmerfergen, trying to keep to ourselves. But we also blend in, hiding in plain sight among the humans. The problem? We're not the only ones. Vampires, witches, and elves are all playing the same game, sharing the same streets, their ancient rivalries simmering just beneath the surface. For centuries, a fragile peace has been held together by a single, sacred document, the immortal contract. It's the one thing stopping us from tearing each other to shreds. But now, it's gone, vanished, and with it, all the rules. Chaos is erupting. The vampires, our sworn enemies, are on the move. They've already sent assassins to wipe out an entire werewolf pack, a bloody declaration of war. Meanwhile, the elves are consumed by their own internal conflict, a civil war between their light and dark factions that threatens to spill out and burn everything in its path. And the witches, they're just watching from the sidelines, their neutrality more unnerving than any open threat. You can never trust what a witch is brewing in her cauldron. All of this is happening, and the mortal world has no idea it's on the brink of a supernatural apocalypse. This is where my story begins. My name is Taylor, and tonight, of all nights, I made a terrible mistake. The moon is full, a giant silver eye in the midnight sky, and its pull is a fever in my blood. I was driving, trying to make it back to the safety of my pack's territory, pushing my car and my willpower to their absolute limits. But I was driving straight through vampire lands. A shortcut turned into a death trap. I fought the change for 10 agonizing miles, my muscles screaming, my bones feeling like they were about to splinter. The air was still, silent except for the sound of my own ragged breath and the pounding of my heart. But you can't fight nature. You can't fight the moon. I felt my neck tense, a throb starting in my legs. I knew I wasn't going to make it. I swerved to the side of the road just as an uncontrollable howl ripped from my throat. The change took me, right there, on the border of my enemy's land. Now, I'm caught in the middle of this storm. How do we find the missing contract and restore order before it's too late? How can we stop a war that's already started and prevent the assassination of our own kind? The survival of every immortal race hangs in the balance, and the fate of the human world is tied to ours, whether they know it or not. We have to navigate a web of ancient secrets, broken treaties, and deadly betrayals. We need to find allies in the most unlikely of places, maybe even getting help from inside the witches' covens. But it gets more complicated. As if trying to prevent an all-out war wasn't enough. There's him, an exiled wolf. A lone wolf with eyes that hold a storm of his own and a past shrouded in mystery. He's dangerous, forbidden, and everything I shouldn't want, especially now. But in a world falling apart, sometimes the most dangerous thing is the one thing that feels like it could hold you together. Falling in love was never part of the plan. But when you're living on borrowed time, the heart doesn't always listen to reason. My pack, my people, are on the brink of annihilation, and I might be falling for someone who could either be our salvation or our final downfall. So, this is the story. It's a race against time to solve an impossible mystery, stop a war, and save everyone I care about. It's a journey into the dark heart of our world, where alliances are fragile and love is a liability. Can we piece together the clues to find the contract? Can we unite the factions before they destroy each other? And can I trust my heart in a world where betrayal is as common as breathing? If you love dark fantasy, thrilling mysteries, and romance that defies the odds, you've found your next obsession. This is a story of fangs and claws, of ancient magic and forbidden love, where every decision could be your last. If you're ready to dive into the shadows with me, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. You won't want to miss a single moment of what happens next in the world of Hofta. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you in the shadows.